In this video, we're putting steak and chicken to the ultimate test. We're fishing with these everyday meats to see if anything will bite. So without further ado, let's go find out if these everyday meats will catch us a fish. We start our trip making a 4-mile run north out of Boca Inlet. Once we get to our first spot, we brought out our piece of steak and we brought out some chicken. So first things first, we were going to start fishing with the chicken. So I've got my hook and my weight ready to go. And we tried rigging up the chicken, and the chicken was really hard to rig up just because it was so soft and the hook just kept pulling. But once I got it on the hook, I dropped it down there, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, this video took a very long time to film. Even though it's a short video, we put in a ton of time this day. These fish were just not biting, but sooner or later we did get these fish to bite after a couple drops. We make our way now down to the bottom. And on this day, we were just fishing in 100 feet of water. It wasn't too deep, and we were just free drifting. I'm going to show you guys what it looked like here. There was not a lot of structure, but we were marking a ton of fish. We've caught a lot of fish in this spot in the past. But I started getting some bites here, and they were really small bites. So these fish really weren't just sticking onto the hook here. And the chicken, I felt that it was very easy for the fish to just pull off. But after a while, my other brother, Austin, decided to drop down a piece of chicken too. And he had some better luck. And we fished this day for about like 3 hours, just dropping each of these meats down to just get a couple fish in the boat here. But this first drop took about 20 minutes. I really had no action here, but my brother Austin started rigging up some chicken, and he was the first one to get a bite here. And you guys let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see us fish with next. We're down to do whatever, so drop it down in the comments below. So my brother Austin, after getting those bites, he got hooked up. So he started bringing this fish in, and we were really excited. We really didn't think this day that we would get a fish on the chicken because we figured the chicken would be just so easy to rob off the hook. But we saw this fish down near the boat, and it looked like a nice little grouper, which I was shocked we even were able to catch a fish here. But we were able to get this small little grouper here, so we flipped him in the boat. And when you guys are doing this type of bottom fishing, any sort of bottom fishing, please make sure you guys have one of these venting tools or a descending device. These fish suffer barrel trauma when you reel them up from the bottom. So if you don't vent these fish, you're going to die. So you definitely want to vent these fish so they're able to safely swim back down. So once we saw this fish swim back down, we started getting the steak out. So I started slicing up the steak, and we cut it into small little cubes. And I honestly thought the steak was going to do a lot better than the chicken, just because it's a tougher meat, and I thought that the smaller fish can't just pick it right off the hook. So I started rigging up the steak to the hook, and we were ready to make our first drop with the steak. So once we hit bottom again, it did take us about 30 minutes to get the first couple of bites with the steak. And if you guys can drop a like on this video, we put a ton of time into this video, we would really appreciate that. So after a while, my brother Austin dropped down a piece of steak, and again, he had better luck than me. So he was able to start just reeling in this fish. And the rig we were fishing here was just a simple knocker rig. We had our weight to our swivel, then a little line to a hook. Really basic rig. So after about 5 minutes of reeling this fish in, and we were only fishing in 100 feet of water, so it didn't take too long to get these fish to the boat here. So we looked down and we saw some color on this fish. So we got this fish now right near the boat, and we looked down and we saw that it was a porgy. Definitely a surprising catch here. So once we put this fish in the boat, we were able to catch a fish on both the steak and the chicken. So yes, these everyday meats do catch fish. It definitely took us some time, but we were able to catch a fish on the steak and the chicken. So we hope you guys enjoyed this fishing challenge, and we will catch you guys in the next Barjack's Family Fishing video.